Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Mixed Media, and I think I'm going to play some more with my gel plate. And then I thought I'd show you some of the things that I played with not on camera. I had like a whole pile. Oh, here they are. Well, these, remember I had these papers from stuff my aunt gave me, so I was trying to do stuff on those. Then I also added some stamping. These are not the best ones, but you know, I thought I'd show them to you real quick. Just the different little they're just going to be little scraps to play with. I used quite a bit of them. So there's not a lot of these. That one's kind of, it's got like 3 different little bits. Some of them the whole, well, that had like 3 different bits on it. And then I did some stamping on them afterwards, and they should make some great collage papers. So, and then these ones I've already taken off the edges, so they're ready to collage. My brayer was doing something weird because it was clean, I guess, when I first started using it yesterday, the day before yesterday, whatever day it was. That's not the important part. And so it was like getting off all the colors that were still on there and everything. So I was getting these really kind of cool brayer offs for that. And then I did some envelopes, which are a lot of brayer off type things. This brayer off, and then gel plate print on that side, some brayering off on that side. Haven't done the other side. Brayering off, a lot of these. That one's a gel plate print with some brayer off on the other side. Brayering off and stamping, gel plate print. It was damp outside, and I had my fan on in here, and my gel plate was so confused. Some brayering off. That was from the gel plate. There's not a lot of detail on that one. Some stamping on that side. These might come into play today to finish off those envelopes. We'll see. And then, oh, there's another one. And then I played with my impression plates from the quilted crop circles, which are these, which are from a stencil or mask from PM Artist Studio. And just kind of had fun playing with those. And then this is, which way does it go? I think it goes, well, I made it to go that way, but it could go that way as well, I think. It's, I took pieces from Mariah that she sends me and turned it into a made a Frankenstencil or mask. And so this is what it looks like, when I use it. And I'll use it a few more times, and if it gets to a point where I'm like, ooh, I really love that and want to keep that, I'll do that. And then this one is, where is it? Where'd it go? It's so tiny. It's oh, here it is. It's just, oh, it's so delicate. I should not be allowed to have it. It's this one, which is already starting to look nice and grungy and good. And then this one was this one, which is another Frankenstencil that I've got. And then there's that other one again. It was on a 5x7 plate, so it's a little bigger than the plate. And there's lines from where I had the papers on there before that. And that was from where I picked it up. And this one is from where I picked it up. But the best one from where I picked it up is this one. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? I got all the details in there. I just kind of like pressed my finger down. So this is like a really cool piece to use on something someday, somewhere. And then I used this. Oh, this was on some of the envelopes. That's, if you saw it a second ago. I just kind of did it all over with the, I don't know if that, see, there's it there and there. So what I did is I did a swirl, and then I took the bits that are on top of the anemone, is what that is. So, and then this is just, I don't know, it's definitely grungy. I had some magenta on my thing when I went to pick it up, so it made the background pink and weird, but you know, maybe it's weird in a good way, who knows. That goes over here with the other prints, doesn't it? Anything else of interest here? Nope, that's just my stencils. Alright, I might pause for a second while I clean this off and get everything set up. Okay, I'm back. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I know the people in the U.S. had a... Yeah, look at me pretending like I have people that watch me overseas. I might. One or two. Had a holiday weekend. Not sure if I want to take those off or not. Alright, I'm going to try some things. And yes, I've already lost the baby one of that. I lost it when I was on my way to clean them. I just like came back and I'm like, what happened to them? I'm actually, where's the scissors that I like to use with? That's not them. Where's the, oh well. You know you're allowed to do this, right? You bought them, you get to do what you want with them. I'm going to, I just have a little bit more control. Oh, there goes the AC. I just have a little bit more control with my other scissors, which is why I wanted them. But I thought these are sort of similar, and I don't use them a lot the way they are. I mean, I obviously have used them, but I thought I would go ahead and cut one out. And I'm just kind of going around the edge like that. And it's not perfect, but you know, it's something. And it has a similarity. Whoops, I just hit you guys. Hope you guys are still in the right spot, unless you weren't in the right spot to begin with. Wait, are we straight? Mariah likes it straight. Patricia likes the clean background. Oh, I haven't cleaned my plates yet. I just gotta take a scrape. This one's not as bad paint wise. I think even Patricia had that much paint on. Alright, I'm gonna cut these out and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got those cut. Now I think I might actually use them more. I mean, obviously I've used them. They're covered in purple paint. But that's not even a color I generally use. Although I could use purple right now, couldn't I? I can use whatever I want. Let's see what the, yes, I know. Okay, these are the archival inks, so at least they're not going to disappear on the plate like the distress inks would. Like once you get them wet, you know, it affects, so these won't be water. These won't be affected by water. But I know that they will likely stain my plate. And I'm okay with that. Unless I don't get results I want, then I'm not okay with it. Let's try to get that in there, at least somewhere, somewhat, and then I'll let that dry and come back with something. Is it all in there? I can't tell. Yeah, it looks fairly coated, I think, I hope. Alright, and I had some, alright, you know that photo paper I got from my aunt? That's for a laser printer, which I don't have a laser printer. I'm using it as brayer off sheets. I figure that way it's getting used. It's a nice, thick, sturdy paper. I think one side is, well, they both feel pretty glossy. It's a glossy photo paper. And since you're working okay as a brayer off, I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll take these off or something. I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something, but I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen with that. That's all. And let's just get a little bit of that mess on there. Why not? What do we want to play with? Might do some X's on here. X's and oh, they want me. I don't really save these, but mine tend to be flat and weird. Maybe because I'm using my paints often enough that the bit on the top is not fully processing or whatever. Alright, you gotta be careful of stuff you set on your desk, because I had a tissue on my desk, and so now I gotta go soak the tissue off. So, you know, when your brayer is wet and stuff, just be careful what you got going on there. Alright, I think Patricia had the same problem. I keep using, alright, see, I was thinking I could get 2 colors out of that. Nope, that tiny drop was enough to cover the whole brayer. This, it's the Prussian Blue Liquitex is what I have here. I think I have another, is that what I got for Prussian Blue? Yep, I think that's what I got for Prussian Blue. Instead of the, could have got Amsterdam, but I don't know, I just wanted Prussian Blue. It's really like, I like this blue. Okay, I know if I left it thicker, I'd get the squishy marks, but just gonna go. Let's see, I've got small. Oh, that one's different. That one's not the X's and O's. This one's the X's and O's. That one's just X's. These are not X's and O's. These are the X's from Texas. These are from a Tim Holtz stamp, which I could go ahead and just put a couple of those. This is why it's nice to do it on a bendable card, because then you could just do a little bit here and a little bit there and whatnot. So that will have some interest to it when it dries and gets picked up. What's next? What do we want to do next? I really had fun doing what I was doing the other day, where I was do a little bit of blue here, where I was doing, I don't know if that was the shadow technique or what, where I, you know, sprayer, whatever. I'll do it and then you'll see what I'm talking about. How's that? So I'm curious which kind of videos you guys like to watch. If you like a lot of the mixed media stuff, or sometimes you're like, oh, I wish you'd make a journal again soon. I'm getting tired of all this. Well, some of you I know prefer the mixed media, but some of you come for the junk journaling part, so, or journals. They're not always junk. Sometimes they're just a handmade journal. You know what I'm saying? This is for what I'm about to do. That, oops, now it's too thin. Okay. All right, I want to use my, all right. Words are hard. So I'm just gonna do that one and then come across there and do that one. I really like, if I'm gonna do like a watery background, these are fun. They give you a lot of motion in the ocean. There you go again with my motion in the ocean, or the motion of the ocean. I'm fresh. I think I told Mariah, yes, I did remember what the joke was. So I'm sure it's been told since the 80s, but definitely was an 80s or high school kind of a juvenile humor kind of a thing. All right, do I want to do anything else on here? You know what? I might want to just add a little bit of crop circles inside. I want the big one for that, I think. Nope, the medium one. You're in my way. Not you, the paint. The paint is in my way. Maybe do the big one here. See, another reason to like the bendable card. And this is the stuff that Mariah puts in for you know, strength in the packaging when she does this. See, now it looks like bubbles, sort of. That's kind of a cool combination if I want a watery background, because there's a lot of circles in those. Then with that's kind of a watery look. That's kind of cool. Taking non-watery stencils and turning into watery backgrounds type. Oh, let's see how this one's doing today. This is the one I flipped over and cleaned the other day. Oh, apparently I did do something on there. We've got some good grunge to pick up off of here. Are we getting tired of seeing blues and greens all the time? Do we need a new color? Well, there's some pink in there, so let's just go ahead and see. There we go. That one is stuck on there. Stuck on there good. There we go. See, but mine's not cute and pretty. We call those trinkets. I can't remember what I called them the other day, but in my head I was saying trinkets, and then in real life it was a total different word coming out of my mouth. Where is my yellow? My primary yellow. Ooh. I've not tried this champagne. Let's try that. You know what? Obviously, I haven't tried it yet. You know how I know? Because it's not even open. It's kind of a peachy color. I don't know if you can tell or not. Try it with the quinacridone magenta and see how it do. A lot came out first time around. So I'm going to put it over here. Put it over here. A little bit there and there. Wipe it off. Then get the quinacridone. Love. Anything that has the word quinacridone in it, I kind of love. I don't know why. Okay, and then just kind of go over the whole thing. Get off. It's kind of like it's almost the color of my flesh. I was going to say flesh color, but not everybody's flesh is that color. And it's really not even like a pretty flesh color, but it's pretty close to my flesh color. It's called champagne. Banging and banging. Aren't you glad that I moved my microphone up there so it's not directly touching the desk? So every time I do that banging, hopefully it's not quite as loud as it was before. I'm not really sure for sure. Yeah, let's do this. I forgot I was going to do this, wasn't I? Something with these. I want to go this way because if I put this side down, all the glue bits are going to show. So I tried to glue it all in the back so the front would be, kind of a clean type of thing. Now, grab some tissue, which I might have mentioned a few times. I have a lot of, whatchamacallit tissue. And I don't mind that there's like that rip part on the edge. It gives it some interest on the edge. But let's see. Press my finger down like I did the other day with the seahorse tails. Like the one you saw at the beginning. This is what I did as I pressed straight down with my thumb to get way in the middle, way in deep in the every little detail. And I'm going to press around these circles too because they lift up higher on my, missed a few here. They have a little more height there, so I'm just kind of going to go around those a little bit and hope for the best. Oh, I might have held it on there too. Oh, we're going to get some nice wrinklage from the, plus some of the stuff came off. This is nice and grungy and cool. Look at that. That came out kind of cool. Except for these squared off marks from my brayer, but other than that. Alright, now I will let this dry and come back with it. There's a lot of grunge on there, so it's going to be pretty grungy, but see, look at that. That got some more interest on it too. So like I said, one of these days it's going to hit the sweet spot and I'm not going to want to play with it anymore. It's going to go on a final piece, its final resting place, so to speak. Can you see the wrinkles from the paper in there? I love that. Okay. The only problem with me having all my places up there for my plates is my shoulder starts to really hurt. So I might have to find a lower place for my plates while I'm using them, at least, so I'm not killing my arm. Alright, now let's see. Let's try this color. And maybe a little bit slightly darker color, so it's not going to be a lot of, whoops. Okay, and I found if I use the bigger brayer on this, it does weird things because it hits the edge of the, do you guys know where I put the brayer I just had? Like right here, here it is. I tend to do the lighter color first, and then, well, if I remember, I brayer off and then go to the darker color so that there's some delineation between the two, but oh well. A little bit of grunge left on here too, that's alright. Alright, and I'm going to take, I think this one might be nice on the round. Wait, goes this way. I mean, it would be okay this way too. Just the bits I glued would show more, which might still be a good look. Who knows? And I just had a bunch of tissue I just brought down. Why is that so hard to find? Okay, getting way down in. I might have had my paint too thin. We'll find out in a minute. So I'm just pressing into the plate to make sure I get every little detail of this fractally beautiful seahorse tails. And all I did with the extra bits is I just kind of cut around, you know, just kind of followed it a little bit and left it thin, which made it really fragile and stuff, but pretty at the same time. Alright, it's hard to tell. Oh, I did get the detail on these, so that's good. Well, then I like using this tissue too because I do get some, like, so you can see the detail here. I love that. So even this piece is good. One of these I'm going to have to send to Fran, aren't I? Alright, it did not show, it doesn't show here, like, at all. My paint was way too thin. But I'll do a really light color on there and see what I can get once it dries. It has to dry first. Oops. Let's see, what do we have here? What did I do first? Oh, I did this. Alright. So now I have little water drops. It never dried. Let's see. Let's do the graphite and see what happens. Just see what happens, because seeing what happens is half the fun. I don't know if it will mix with the teal color a little bit or what. We'll find out, because there's a little bit of, all right, turn upside down. A little bit of metallic, I think, in the graphite. Oh man, so if I do this and then come over here, I get that detail from the stencil. But okay, now we've got like just dark black, not dark, but you know, all that gray over it. All right, so the ink on the plate was not a success, I don't think, but we'll see how the although I see a little bit in the edges, so we'll see with the final results. So I use these little skinny tweezers, but I try to come flat under it and not poke my plate. So far I have not poked my plate, but we'll see. I can't make any promises that you won't poke your plate. Probably more apt to poke my plate with my thumbnail than these, honestly. Truth be told. Oh. I'm grabbing all the way to the, if I just grabbed, I don't know if you can see, but you see how there's the outside piece? If I just grab that, I might rip it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm holding it all the way to that bit. There we go. Now I will set that aside to dry, but that gives you an idea of where we're going with that. Now, what do I want to do with this one? We've got the dark blue and the green. We want the rest to show up. I think I'll use the seafoam. Hey, that works for the sea, doesn't it? Seafoam. And this still has some graphite in it, but I might be okay with that. It'll grunge up my seafoam a little bit. Yep. Oh, well, got more than I need there. We might be covering 2 plates with the seafoam. Oh my goodness. I think possibly, yep, there it is. Some boogers, paint boogers got in there. Oh, I hate when it does that. I don't like getting the blobbiness from when you roll it in that first. All right, definitely, let's see. Go ahead and do this on the X's and O's too. See, look at that. I had enough to cover that pretty much. Let me get something on that. Something. Not photo paper. Where'd all my paper go? Oh. Just grab this. Unfortunately, there's no top or bottom. Get my edges down. This is a little bit harder when you're not on the table. Okay, set that to the side to dry. Still have too much paint on this. Well, this is either dry or not dry, so. Alright, I'm just gonna let that dry for a minute and then I'll add some more on there. Alright, this paper would be nice. Now I just have to remember which one is the glossy printing paper and which one is the, okay, the glossy printing paper is much thinner than the glossy photo paper, so that's fine. Where did my baren go? My last video, I did put Anthony's link in the description. I will try to put it in again today. And also the stencils that I use. A lot of the stencils I use are PM Artist Studio. And I try to link them. I should just put them in my permanent, since I do use those often enough. They might as well just stay in my description box, right? He has some really pretty ones that have an inlay. Mine does not have an inlay because I'm cheap. And also, I had to ask specifically for one without an inlay, and it does cost less. But I figure over time, this is going to get covered with paint anyway. Or I could even paint. I have an idea of what to do on top, actually. I was hoping he was going to leave that. Well, the hole is different, but he has like an indent in the ones he inlays. And I would have put something in there. But it's really smooth on the bottom. Unless you get paint on it, that makes it a little bit harder. But, this paint seems to have filled something in there, but maybe not. But they're wood and they're finished. This one's maple. It's not super heavy, but it's not super light either. It's not like, you know, I have the aspen. Like these are like super light. I mean, obviously it's going to be lighter because it's smaller, but it just feels like a lighter wood. But maple, it's nice. I've got a maple table that is, I mean, I guess somebody could fix it, or I could turn the legs into something. I don't know. Right now, it's Joel's artsy place, but it just takes up so much space. He could work at a smaller table just fine. Even the table that you take up and put down. These are super. Oh, see, these will be cool the next time I use them because they have the ink on them and stuff. Oh, that one, nothing came off of that one. They're pretty sticky though. I wonder if that would affect the what I just put on there. Maybe not. These are like super sticky now from the ink. Okay. I'm thinking inks on the plate are not great for what I'm doing. Ooh, isn't that pretty though? Oh, even that pink's not so bad. That's from before, what was left from before, I think. Alright, I gotta pull this now because I'm afraid it, well, or maybe I should wait till it dries. Because now I got this a little bit wet on this side. And you're more apt to have rippage if you have wet on the opposite side. Well, picked up most of it, not bad. Isn't that cool? Isn't that great for a water background? Whichever way you want to put it, you put the darker part near the bottom. But let's look at the, you know, the flow of waves and the circles. Like the circles are like bubbles. I love that. All right, let's not ruin it by getting it stuck on the plate. And what do we want to do on this now? Let's take our blue green and. I always put too much. And maybe our aqua sky, which is, you know, sky blue. Sky blue. Don't want those. Alright, this one's a little more transparent. Okay. And we'll take our green blue take my big brayer and just kind of just go smooth that out a little bit. Now I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's just look real quick. Do I still have light in there? Yeah, somewhat. Oh, what did I just do? Let's try these with this technique where I just do this. Maybe another big one over here. Oops. And a small one down here. And another one over here. And let's see. Use my finger for that because my brayer is too big. There we go. And do I want to do a little bit of, do I want that or do I want some more of the water? Look. Or is it too dry now and I'm not going to get much of anything? Oh, see, now I'm just trying it the opposite way and seeing what I get. Try the smaller one too. And if I just wanted them to go that direction, I could just, you know, put the bottom part down. Okay. That's got some motion. What do we have? Oh, let's go ahead and I'm going to use white to pick this up completely, I think. White. That's my best chance of getting details, right? If there is any detail left. You say that like white's easy to find. Is this regular white? That's metallic white. That makes things weird sometimes. The metallics don't come out. Oh, no, I don't think that would work. I was like, gold? I might do gold. Okay, gotta have a piece of paper ready to pick it up though, because I feel like I know where my... Oh, see, they don't even want to come off. There we go. Like I know where my retarder is. Baren. Oh, I threw it over there. Okay. Helps give you a flat surface, the baren, to press down your papers. Make sure you get around your edges. They dry first, so you want to start with your edges and then the middle, and then I will let that sit for a minute because that's the only chance I'd have of picking up whatever's there. Who knows what's there? What's up here? Oh yeah, this. Remember this? Ooh, speaking of gold, let's pick that up with gold. That might be fun. I need a lot of gold. I mean, I need a lot, but you know. It felt like a lot, but I think it might have been the perfect amount, or a little much. We'll see. Alright, gotta move fast. Metallics dry fast. You've got to move it. Then take some of this tissue paper, maybe the parts that are over to the side there, maybe, and just get some of that off of there. Because I don't know what, well, no, I do. Well, all right, when I grabbed this big piece of paper to bring it over to use, I should have grabbed another one before the pile fell over. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened. The whole pile fell over. Oh no, that paper's still there. I can grab a piece of that. Whew, am I driving you crazy, Mariah? This thing's all the whole video's probably been all wonky. Alright, whoops. I'm gonna have to try this one again. With maybe like just a really dark color. We'll figure it out. I mean, if it doesn't work right as a mask, that's okay. It'll just become, talking about this one. If it doesn't work right as a mask, it'll become a focal point on something because it's just really thin and delicate, and it's hard to get. Look at that bubble in there. Let's see. Yeah, so you can't even see anything. Should I let that sit longer? Probably. All right. And we need to put some paint on this. We've got a metallic and a little bit of blue, not metallic, or graphite. And a little bit of blue. Why not some palmetto? That will be interesting. I could use more than one color. I don't wanna. Palmetto is one of my favorite greens. I don't know why. It's kind of a neutral green. Alright, these are gonna get married if I don't take them apart. Paper. I've just been using that glossy printer paper. That is the printer paper, right? No, this is thick. This is the photo paper. Do not get them mixed up. Photo paper will stick to your, there we go. Whew! Saved myself on that one. That was a close one, wasn't it? Photo paper can ruin a plate, basically. From what I've heard, chances are Mariah or Patricia will possibly tell their story in the comments of, yes, photo paper will ruin your plate. Look at that. I didn't even get extra paint on the brayer today. Just the old paint that was already there. Alright, maybe not throw the brayer. That might be helpful. Okay, and we've got this one, which is an oceany. See, if I go dark, I'm not gonna see it, so I gotta go lighter. You know what? I'm gonna go gold. That doesn't make it watery, but it still makes for a. Oh, that's not gold. That's yellow ochre. We're gonna go yellow ochre. That's what we're gonna do. No holds barred. No holds barred. Oh my word. I know my idioms, some of them, not all of them. Some of them I'm like, wait, what? I've been saying that wrong my whole life? Got way too much on there because I thought I was using the gold. Yep, you don't want to have it too thick, but you don't want to let it dry too much either. I tend to get it on there crooked. Going around my edges, whether I use my hand or a brayer or a baren, because sometimes I do. Sometimes I do use my brayer, but it tends to hurt my shoulder more. Oh, but look at that. That's so cool. And now the other side has something on it. That's one reason I do like to use my brayer. And if it didn't affect my shoulder so badly, I might consider doing that more. Oh, see, I like that color combo. Going ahead and taking it off now just because I got it kind of wet on the back, but there we go. That's cool. Having fun. I think that's what Mariah was calling the shadow technique, but I'm not sure. Might have been the other thing I did. I don't know. I did two things in the video, and she said I was doing good on the shadow technique, and I only did the one thing once. So, where I registered it. This one's been here. Well, let's do this one first, I think. Good if you can get in your craft room and play a few times a week if you can. 10 minutes. I mean, might not be worth getting out your paints and gel plate for 10 minutes a day, but unless you keep them set up, which I don't necessarily keep mine set up, but mine, they do stay next to my desk. Oh, that's right, I remember what this one is. I forgot for a minute. Definitely got some grunge on there. I like, alright. it had dried a little bit maybe before I was able to get that off, and I'm really sad about that. So let's come at it from each angle, see if it has any. Nope. Any luck from this angle? Nope. I'm just gonna lose a lot. I'm gonna lose. There, lost some there, lost some there. Oh my word. It was close to staying on maybe. Alright, you can see it a little bit, but there was a lot of grunge on there, and a lot of this didn't pick up, probably because I'm using the glossy paper, and I used the metallic, probably the combination of that, because I don't get that every time. But super grungy, still kind of cool paper that I probably should not have set back down on the, there we go. So, it's so cool. Definitely got some grunge, got some gold and pink and teals, and I might go ahead and clean this off just with what? Is this still wet? Not really. Just want to do a quick, oh good, I got it nice and thin. Just kind of want to pick all that up and grab, oh my goodness, why won't my thumbnail cooperate with me? Grab one of my big pieces of paper here so that I can cover the whole, so I can get the whole, hopefully get my edges and everything cleaned up. Whatever I don't get, I'll probably just use tape and have a fresh plate to start with. But at least the dip is not there because I turned it over, so the dip is on the bottom of the gel plate now. So there's that. There we go. I don't foresee seeing much on here, but it's at least cleaning my plate off for the most part. And we got some nice crackle. Yeah, did not get that. What I could try to do, let me see, where is he? Where'd he go? I lost him. I put him. Oh, here he is. Alright, so what I could try is, what was somebody doing the other day? Around, let's try it on this actually. Oh my word, stop putting paper on the plates. It's annoying me that I keep doing that. Right, that should be fine. I want a dark color. And I want you to want me. I need you to do. Ah! Stay. Don't move. Slow your roll. That's what I need to do. I just need to slow my roll. Let's see if this way works a little better, maybe. Any joy? Let's see. I've lost all my detail. I'm not happy about that. Alright. Sometimes having a very detailed mask is not the way to go. Actually, I'll be up in a little bit. Let's go the opposite direction. And let's go ahead and try this. Try to register it. It's way off center, but that's okay. I don't always like things perfectly in the center anyway. Alright. And this is not tissue, so I might not get all in between like I do with the tissue. And I can't see. Okay, let's see. I think. Oh, look, now I can see it. Now I can see where it is and where I might need to press down in those places to get the detail. Fingers crossed. And Joel and his girlfriend are here, so I will have to... Oh, there we go. There we go. That's how I gotta use it. I just put down a base and then do this after the fact. That's how it'll have to be. Because now I've got the detail I want in there. And nice and grungy too. So now, well, see, now it shows, but not real great. Alright, so just, can you see that? Alright, I think I got one more to pull. The other one's just pick up. Oh, I guess if I'm done with that one for today, I can put it up there. Alright, let's see. Whoops, I'm still recording. I'll be done in a minute. Alright, what color did I put on top of this? Was it the it wasn't the magenta. Oh, that's right. It was the palmetto green. Or palmetto. It's not kind of a green. So that's how that came out with the graphite. Look at this, came off the plate, but it doesn't want to stay on the paper. So I'm thinking the glossy paper and metallics are not a great combination. But, I mean, what's nice about especially matte paints, it takes down the gloss of the paper. There is a little bit of the patina showing through from the ink that I used. And then this is just paint that was there from the day before. So if I'd cleaned up my plate, it might have come out better, but still kind of cool. Okay. That one back up. I can go there. I'll go ahead and just clean off this one real fast. And then we'll go back through. Well, see, I did not get to the edges, so I will take tape to the edges probably otherwise. But isn't that a fun start to something with all that grunginess on there? And what's nice is yellow is a contrast to the green and blue, and it's next to the, you know, just 2 colors down from the pink or red, so it goes with all the colors that were on that plate. All the craziness that was going on that plate still goes with that yellow for some reason. Don't know why. Alright, so there's the one we tried, the other mask, but there was just too much stuff on the plate. Where are we? What else do we have? We got this one. Oh, that was yesterday's brayer off. Was this today's brayer off? Yes, because there's the graphite. See, sometimes I like the brayer offs just as much. We also had, oh, there we go, that one. And I'm thinking that is all I see laying around here. So I didn't do a lot of prints. Felt like I did more than that. My shoulder hurts like I did more than that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you will go have a play, whether it's painting or stamping or stenciling or whatever it is you like to do. And I will talk to you in the next video. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you.